So today is a new Shanti part day. So these are two very nice hymns from the Rig Veda, the 10th mandala and the 59th sukta, and they are this thing consecutive mantras. Okay, the fourth and the fifth ones. The whole sukt is very nice, but these two are particularly great. I'll first explain you the mantras and then we will chant. So it says Om Mo Shunaha Soma. This actually becomes Ma U Suk Naha Soma Mrityave Paradaha Pashyemanu Suryam Ucharantam Dyubhir Jarima Sunu Astu Parataram Su Nirritirji. Somebody's got a lot of noise. Okay. So it says Ma U Su Naha Soma. Hey Soma. Oh peaceful God. Okay, Som is used for dearness or for peacefulness. So that is why also the moon is called Soma because it gives peace and happiness. Mrityave Paradaha. Don't give to Mrityu. Naha, us. Su, easily. Ma, no. So don't give us to Mrityu easily. May we live long. May we live a long and healthy life. Pashyemanu Suryam Ucharantam. Ucharantam, rising. Surya. No, definitely. Pashyema. May we definitely see the sun rising. And the implication is every day may we see the rising sun. So here, firstly, the implication is that may all our senses continue to work. Not only the sense of sight, but all senses may they continue to function well into our old age. The other thing is this rising sun. Looking at the rising sun is supposed to be a healthy habit. It has been mentioned in the Vedas several times. So we should try and make this a practice as far as possible that the early sun, we should look at it directly. Later on when it becomes too intense, it can even burn your retina. So don't try it that time. But the red sun during the during dawn is the best. If you can't manage that, you can see the setting sun as well. Dyubhihito, Jarima, old age, which is acquired by the passing of days. Dyu is another name for day. Day has come from Dyu only. So with the passing of days, the old age which we acquired, may it be good. Su, no ours. Our old age, may it be good for us. May it be happy for us in all possible ways. Parataram, keep away from us. Su, very well, keep well away from us. Nirriti, nirritir. This nirritir means something, some terrible calamity. Jihitam, removed from us. So any very difficult problem, please keep away from us. May we not suffer from some great illness or some other great tragedy. May things always go peacefully with us. So this is the first one. Then this one is also very beautiful. So it says Asunite Mano Asma Sudharaya Jiva Tave Supra Tirana Ayuhu. Ayuhu. This should be actually there should be a this thing Visarg here. Sorry, I'll fix it later. Rarandinaha Suryasya Sandrishi Gritena Tvam Tanvam Vardhayasva. So God is called Asuniti over here. So Asu is this same Asur actually, which Asu which comes in Asur, and it means breath, pran. So asura, actually seen as a bad person, is the one who is always looking after his life, is caring too much for worldly things, and that is why that person is called an asur. So asu means prana, niti, the one who nurtures our pran, the one who promotes our pran, who gives us pran and then sustains them. That God, oh, that God, manaha asmasu dharaya, please uphold our manas, our minds. Please make sure that we don't lose them with age. Jiva tave supra tira na ayuhu. That for a good life, please extend our age nicely. Su and pra, well, long. So tira is to extend. So please extend our age with a good life, and may we have a good long life, very long life. Rarandinah Suryasya Sandrishi. Please afford to us the seeing of the sun. And here again, the implication is that may all our senses continue to function well into our old age. Gritena tvam tanvam vardhayasva. So grit, one obvious meaning is ghee. Okay, so with ghee, please make our bodies sound, nurture our bodies. Vardayasva means, badhana. So we know that with ghee you can become fat as well, but here it is in a positive sense, and it says that make our body strong with ghee. But the deeper meaning here is that grita, the yogic meaning is brilliance. Okay, so with brilliance, please make our souls stronger. That means with age, may we gain more and more wisdom, and may we become worthy of you when we die. Okay, so these are the two verses, mantras. Let us now pray. ॐ मोषुणः सोममृत्यवे परादाः
ॐ मोषुणः
ॐ मोषुणः
सोममृत्यवे परादाः
सोममृत्यवे परादः
पश्येमनु सूर्यमुच्चरन्तम्
पश्येमनु
पश्येमनु
सूर्यमुच्चरन्तम्
सूर्यमुच्चरन्तम्
द्युभिर्हितो जरिमासूनो अस्तु
गर्हितो
द्युभिर्हितो
जरिमासूनो अस्तु
जरिमासूनो
कर्मासुनोऽस्तु
अस्तु
परातरं सुनिर्ऋतिर्जिहिताम्
परातरं
परातरं
सुनिर्तिर्जिहीताम्
सुनिर्विहिताम्
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
Okay, so any questions from last time? No, then good. From the eighth, who wants to take up the eighth one? Prithvi cha Prithvi Matra cha.
I can take it up if
Yes.
someone else wants to.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Anuj.
So
You can say.
here, yeah, Vidya, you would like to do that?
No, you called first, so go ahead, no problem.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
continue, ninth.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she just
So,
stopped.
okay. So in this verse, this verse kind of connects to explain what was meant by devas in the previous one, and also is consolidated further in the following verse. So this is just a list of the kind of devas that are being mentioned, the support of life in various forms of the body, mind complex. So Prithvi cha Prithvi Matra cha. So here the Pipalada explains both the Bhuta and the Sukshma Bhutas, Mahabhuta and Sukshma Bhutas. Okay. So Prithvi Matra is about matter and its subtle form. And apaha, apo matra is about jala and its subtle form. Teja, tejo matra is about energy and its subtle form. Vayu, vayu matra is about the air and its subtle form. And akasha similarly in its two forms. And next he moves to the list of indriyas, explicitly listing everything, not neglecting anything. So it's the most elaborate list, just like Sankhya Darshana is explaining, as explained by Bhagini to us. So chakshuhu drashtavyam, that which is to be seen, and the eyes, the ear and that should be heard, the smell and the smelling organ, nose and what should be smelt, the taste organ and what should be tasted, okay, and tvak and sparsha, so the touch and its sparsha, that which should be felt, okay, by touch. And then he moves interestingly to all the karmendriyas also, okay. So vak and vaktavyam, that which should be talked, and the mouth and what should be told, the hands and what should be taken and given, perhaps we can take both senses there. Upastham,
Grasped, grasped.
grasped, yeah, grasped, taken and given in that sense, okay.
Mm.
Upastham and ananditavyam, so he doesn't even leave that part. So the reproductive organ and the happiness that they give us in sharirik terms, and the payu and the visarjitavyam, so the excretory organ is also equally important, otherwise how will we live. And padau gantavyam, the feet and where it should be where we go, and the mind and that which should be minded or thought about by us, the buddhi and bodhavyam, that which should learn and what should be learnt, and ahankar kartavyam, so the sense of I-ness and where it is probably appropriate, in that sense ahankartavyam is also mentioned. Chittam chetavyam, so the discerning mind and what should be discerned. And tejaha, here Bhagini has interpreted for us correctly. This again is not repetition of the Teja earlier, which is about sun and energy. This is more about the internal Udana Vayu and Vidyotitavyam, that which should be lifted, okay, which is what the Udana Vayu provides by reaching consciousness to the brain and things like that. And pranascha vidharayitavyam, going into include all the pranas in that sense, not just with the teja and the udana. So this is what the Pipalada's full listing of all the kinds of elements that come together to form this body mind complex.
Yeah, so 2 points I would like to mention here. Manasya mantavyam cha. So mantavyam, don't take it as thinking, but as perception. Since now 4 parts of the mind are mentioned, no? So therefore you have to take the separate functions.
Immediate indriya connection of the mana. Okay, mantavyam is
Yeah.
that which should be
And ahankar is not ego in the sense, in a negative sense, but it is the I-ness which is
I-ness.
given to us in our body parts. Because if this ahankar was not there, we would not think that the body is our own and we would not be able to function in this body. So that is the
That is
joint which connects the soul to the body, the glue.
It's true. Okay.
Okay, so next one, 9.
So when you say, what's the difference between mind and buddhi here?
So buddhi is the one which reasons, which thinks, which analyzes. That is called buddhi. And chit,
Intellect.
Intellect. Okay.
And chit is memory, that which stores data, all our memories. And ahankar, as I told you, is the connecting
I-ness.
factor. Yeah, the I-ness. Okay. Esha hi drashta sprashta.
So can I do it?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. So this is actually continuing from the 7th and the 8th, where we said that all the devas, all those listed ones take support of the soul. So now here we are saying that the soul, this seeing, listening, touching, smelling, all the, whatever, all the things that it's doing, thinking, perceiving, this all-knowing Purusha here the Purusha is the soul, our Jivatma, and it finally it finds its support or succor in the Param, the Akshara Atma, in which in this case it's the God,
Yeah.
it's the Paramatma, which
Yeah.
is indestructible.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So beyond, I mean, which is much beyond the regular Atma, and it's Akshara.
Yes.
So this is the knowing soul, the knowing soul.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Then 10th one, Parameva Aksharam.
I think I'll take that.
Yeah.
So, what is being said here is that one who knows that Paramakshar or that indestructible God, that Param or the subtlest God, who is without a chaya or a shadow, a shariram, without a body, and without a lohitam. Here is referring to red, which is the color of rajas guna, but actually we are talking of the gunas here. So colorless means guna-less, and is pure and indestructible. So one who knows him as such becomes the knower of sarv or all. That because God here is equated with all, because God is all. And therefore, he becomes everything. So that is what it is. And I think non-literally is because the Jivatma is actually, though it is, the soul is the same, but then because it interacts with matter, it acquires the characteristics of form, shadow, body, and the gunas, and hence it becomes, and also becomes impure and destructible.
Correct.
So what this is saying.
So what is the meaning of Sarvajna here?
Here it does not mean omniscient, but the one who knows Sarv, which is God.
Correct.
The one who knows God. It's not
Correct.
that the Jivatma is knowing everything, but it knows God, and therefore, in association with God, some of the attributes and knowledge is also characteristics become part of such a person.
Exactly. Exactly. Then next one. 11th, Vijnanatma Sahadevascha Sarveha.
So shall I do it again? Uma wants to do it.
Uma, Shanta, would you like to do?
God, Vidya.
The last verse.
Okay, go ahead, Vidya.
Okay. So this actually after this he's actually quoting a different shloka which is given in the last one, and it says that the conscious soul and all the devas which were listed, and all the pranas as well, and all the bhutas, all the panchamahabhutas, all of these panchamahabhutas, the tanmatras, everything, where they find their support, like where they are situated. That is God actually.
Correct. Correct.
Which is a very pleasant and good experience basically. So they experience everything, like they experience God in this.
No, Sarvajna Sarvameva Vivesheti.
So the Somya is a Sambodhanatmaka word for the student, I think.
For dear, yeah, dear student.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
I got that wrong.
Sarvajna Sarvameva Vivesha Iti. That bit is
So this is almost like repetition of what Rajshri had said, right? That he's the knower of all. So he is because of his closeness to God, he is able to feel God always, or get the properties of God.
Yes, he now starts seeing God. So
Yeah.
God also reveals himself to this student. Okay, good. So now we will move on to the 5th question. So now God has got introduced. If you saw so far, we were not talking too much. Prajapati had come at some point, but then we were discussing more mundane matters. Now God has got introduced in these last 2-3 kandikas. So now we move on to the more spiritual matter of God. So this now Shibi's son Shabya Satyakama, he places his question. Athahanam Shabhyah
Atahenam
Atahenam
Shebhyah
Satyakamaha papracha
Satyakam
Satyakamaha
Papracha
Prapacha
Sayohave
Sayohave
Sahayo Ave
Tad Bhagwan
Tad
Bhagwan
Bhagwan
Manusheshu Prayanantam
Manusheshu
Prayanantam
Prayanantam
Omkaram Abhidyayita
Karam
Omkaram
Abhidyayita
Abhidyayita
Katamam Vavasa
Katamam
Katamam
Vavasa
Vavasa
Tena Lokam Jayatiti.
Tena
Tena
Lokam
Lokam Jayatiti.
So Satyakama asks Pipala that, O Lord, among men, the ones who think of, ponder upon, or remember Omkar throughout their life till their death, then because of this practice, which lokas, which positions do they earn, do they win over, that means which habitats do they occupy because of this practice of um, meditating upon Om. Okay, so Omkaram Abhidyayit. So this here Omkara, which is the chanting of Om, is equated to Om itself. Om being the name of God, the personal, most dear name of God being Om. Omkar, that is the saying of Om, is equated to Om itself. That is because the japa of Om is also considered very good. So in your meditation, yeah, you can include Om jap as well. And while doing that, you should think of the properties of God, not any image, wearing some jewelry and some clothes, but the properties of God, that He is Akshara, He is Nyayapurn, He is Dayalu, He is Jagatkarta, Jagat Srishta, and so on. And if you have to think of Him as a thing, you should think of the whole universe as God. Then you will have some idea of what God is. Don't enclose Him in a body and think of Him as an icon. Tasmai sahovacha
Asmai Sahovacha
etadvai satyakama
Etadvai Satyakama
Kama
param cha param cha
Param cha
Param
Param
cha
cha
Param cha
brahma yadonkarah
Brahma
Brahma
Yadokaraha
Yadokaraha
tasmad vidwan
Tasmat
Tasmat
Vidvan
Vidvan
etena vayatanena
Etena
Vayatanena
ekataram manveti.
Ekataram
Ekataram
Manveti
Manveti.
So now Pippalad tells Satyakama that, O Satyakama, this Omkara, it is both the Parabrahma as well as the Aparabrahma. That is why the Vidwana who takes the support of this Omkara, he attains one of those based on how which Brahma he ponders upon. Okay, so what is this apara and para Brahma? So apara is the lower Brahma and para is the higher Brahma. Okay, so apara is essentially the worldly Brahma, you can say. So this universe itself is a Brahma. It is a sign of Brahma. That is why I was just telling you that if you have to think of God, you should not think in the form of Ram or Hanuman or somebody like that. They are not God at all. And you should think of God as the sun, the moon, the whole universe. Then it is, you are coming close to what God is. So this world, when we look upon it and we see Brahma in it, then that is Apara Brahma. And there is the other Brahma, because this world is also not him. So that Brahma, which is the pure Brahma, that is the Para Brahma. So now people are saying both are attainable by a learned person. So again, as we had seen in the first chapter, we are not even talking here of people who are not learned. So that is why I keep telling you, that you should not compare yourself to a person who has not read the Upanishads and say that for him it is essential. Yes, a lot of things are going on outside in this world. That doesn't concern us. We have to rise above our current selves and gain some more knowledge. Okay. So this Upanishad is also addressed to people who are learned. So we'll just maybe we can get time only to chant this next one. Sayatyekamatram
Sayatyekamatram
abhidhyayita
abhidhyayita
sa tenava samveditas
Satenaiva samveditas
purnameva jagatyam
Purnameva
Purnameva
Jagatyam
Jagatyam
abhisampadyate
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 tam rucho manushya
Tam
Tam
Rucho
Rucho
Manushyalokam
Manushyalokam
upanayante
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 sa tatra tapasa
Tatra
Tatra
Tapasa
Tapasa
brahmacharyena shraddhaya
Brahmacharyena
Brahmacharyena
Shraddhaya
Shraddhaya
sampanno mahimanam anubhavati.
Sampanno
Sampanno
Mahimanam
Mahimanam
Anubhavati.
Anubhavati.
So he says that of those people who have learnt the importance of Om, those who just ponder upon one matra, okay, one part of it. So we had said that Om is Akshara, that it cannot be broken, but here we are looking at one part. So I will tell you what those parts are. Let's just do the literal translation first. So the one who ponders upon one part of that Om, sa teneva samvedetas, knowing that just that one part, turnam, shigra, very soon, he attains this world, attains greatness in this world is implied. Tam rucho manushya lokam upnayante. Him, the verses of Rig Ved, which are called Rig or Richa. So these Richas, they take him to Manushya Loka. Manushya Loka means what? Prithvi Loka only. Okay. So they take him to the non-luminous bodies that support life. All those are called Prithvi Lok, not only our planet Earth. Sa tatra tapasa. There, by means of tapa, that means sharirik control, brahmacharya. by means of manasik control, shraddhaya, by adhering to honesty and truth. He gains mahima, he gains greatness in on the land, on Prithvi. He experiences by knowing the greatness of, by pondering upon Om. Okay, so
By
here
pondering upon one part of Om. Did you
one
say
part.
that earlier?
Correct,
One
correct.
part.
You're
Okay,
right.
okay.
So Om is a syllable which itself is unsplittable. You cannot split. It is a single syllable. However, it is by the rules of Sandhi in Sanskrit, it is split into three parts: a, u, and ma. Okay, ma also is actually halant ma, makar. Yeah, is not a very correct one. Is probably better way to express it. So a, u, and ma together, when we combine, it becomes om. So that is how it can be split into three parts. So now here you can here the first part a is taken. Okay, so if you ponder upon the first part, that is a. See, this again is symbolic. Okay, don't take it literally that somebody sits and just ponders upon akar and does not think of om. When you do the om japa, you do the whole om only. Nobody does only akar. I mean, we do in some yogic practices, we do say the three matras separately, but when you are meditating upon om, then you typically say om itself. So this is just a symbolic way of putting things. So a is actually equated with Prithvi Lok, okay, which is the lowest of the lokas as far as the other lokas are concerned. It also refers to Agni. On this Prithvi Lok, we have fire. So it is associated with that Agni. So A for Agni and Agni for Prithvi Lok. And so when we know, when we understand this Prithvi Lok, okay, not actually God, but when we are deeply involved in this world, and it's kind of we are selfishly involved in this world, then in that case we are doing actually we are thinking of one part of om when we think of God. Why? Because we say, God, oh God, may I get more wealth, oh God, may I look more beautiful, or whatever it is that you want as far as the world is concerned. So that part of your prayer which is for selfish worldly needs is the akar of om. So when people pray to God for those things, he does respond, and the universe even starts responding. We respond because we have now put our intention out in the open that we want to be more learned. So then we start working in that direction. So therefore we achieve that goal and we attain greatness in this world. So all scientists, all business people, all workers who do their work sincerely, they are all actually part of in this category, and who also pray to God for success. They are all within this category. Okay. Are there any questions here? Okay, then I shall.
So then, which is the higher one? This is the lower one.
Higher one is coming. This is the lowest one. Okay, so next verses will cover higher ones. Okay, so I'm ending this session here. Meet you on the other side.